Hello, this is fantasy author Ryan P. Freeman, and I'm coming to you yet again from a autumnal fall Missouri woods outside Hannibal, where I live and I write and I work. And today I'm going to talk just a little bit about inspiration. Now, I know it's probably something that people have talked a lot about before, and it's really important for writers to always have a fresh source of inspiration. Lately, I've been binging Terry Pratchett on YouTube. Anything that he's spoken or been at, I'm eating it up. I love it. And I'm the kind of guy that I tend to get like a couple of favorite places for inspiration and people that I'll go to for inspiration, whether it's books, whether it's videos, whether it's talking to them in person, artwork, whatever. But something I've learned over the years that it's cool to have favorites. It's fine to have favorites, but if you don't have a fresh source every now and again, you get kind of stale. You can get so full of just the same old that you're not pushed, you're not challenged. It's not fresh. It's not flowing. Right now, for example, example time. See how the stream, all these leaves and stuff are kind of clogging it. Everything's falling right now. Yesterday was really windy. If you caught my episode the other day, and so all these leaves have fallen, these branches have fallen, and they're clogging the stream. And the stream will flow a lot better when all the old stuff, as colorful as pretty as it is, gets cleared away and makes room for fresh water to flow down the stream. Now, I know I'm kind of like, pegging at the edge of this analogy, but in order to write well, in order to live well, you need to be able to have fresh sources. It isn't just about writing, it's about you as a person. I feel like writing comes from a good, healthy, fresh life. But that doesn't always necessarily mean happy. Yeah, you can be happy. Yeah, you can write from joy. You can write from this sort of like exuberance and freshness, and that's great. By all means, do it. But as quite a lot of you might have figured out by now, life isn't always happy. It isn't always fresh. It isn't always exuberant. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's dull. It's boring. It's dry. It seems ordinary and blasé, and those are the times, especially when you need other people to help buoy you up, to help kind of lift your spirits, or to give you a fresh insight, or maybe to share in the misery. That happens. And you'll find it easier to live and create if you have constant, fresh sources. One of the tips that I think C.S. Lewis mentioned was that whenever he reads an old book, whenever he'd read an old book, he'd follow it by a new one. And then you go back to an old one, and then a new one, and then an old one. And so that way, as you're reading, you always have fresh sources. You're always exposing yourself to new places, new ideas, new desires. And that helps keep you good, keeps you clear, fresh. Stretch your mind. Read things you wouldn't often read. One of the things I've been doing when I go down to St. Louis once a month for St. Louis Writers Guild meetings is I'll go to a bookstore and I will force myself to buy at least one book that I have never read before, of an author that I have heard of, but maybe I've never actually picked up. And it's been doing me wonders. I started that about a year ago, actually, and I feel like I am such a better person, creatively speaking, for it. I've gone to places that I really can't imagine before. I've been exposed to new ideas that I never would have even dreamed of coming across before. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Expose yourself to fresh sources, new ideas, new voices, new authors, and keep writing and keep reading and keep taking in whatever you can take in, because you're going to be better for it, and thus your writing is going to be better for it. So until next time, this is fantasy author Ryan P. Freeman, and of course my novella, The Great Isle Tale, is on Amazon, And this Halloween coming out, Rain Spell. Quite excited about that. Will be coming out. Full-length fantasy novel. And yeah, if I don't get attacked by trees here, keep writing. And keep exposing yourself to fresh new ideas. See you later.